Okay guys, just one of my quick video reviews. Promised you on the last one, and this one will be quite a short one because it's just a brief update on the G2X Tactical. If you remember, my last review was on the G2X Tactical, the new polymer bodied light from Surefire with the aluminium head. And since the Christmas vacation's been, I've now received, just before I went away, the G2X Pro. As you can see, very little physical difference in the two lights. Both got the same body design, same head design, virtually identical. And I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but the only way I can tell them apart is because, I don't know if you can see, they come labelled A and B. I'm not sure what that means at this moment in time, whether all the G2X Pros are labelled with a B and all the Tacticals are labelled with an A. I'm not sure, but I'm sure we'll find out at some stage. Of course, the other main difference, and again, I'll see if you can see that, is the tail switch. And looking on the end, as you can see, this one on the left is recessed, the one on the right is flat, the one on the left being the forward clicky for the G2X Pro. So discarding the old G2X Tactical just to the side for 1 minute, as I say, no difference at all in the outer, apart from the tail cap. Again, still decent weight. The beam patterns are absolutely identical as well. I've already checked that. As far as the tail click is concerned, as I've already said, it's a forward clicky. If we press gently halfway, we get the low beam, and if we do it again, we get the full-on high beam, and forward click to keep it on, and a full click, obviously, to turn it off. Lockout, as on quite a few of the Surefires now, just literally just turn it back a couple of turns and that's it. You've got total lockout, nothing coming on at all there. Close it up tight, and there we have the beam and low. Output on this one, very similar to the G2X Tactical, in so much as the high power output is 200 lumens, and I stress that's 200 Surefire lumens, which we know are normally slightly underrated, and the low is supposedly 15 lumens, a very workable low level there for daily use, and then obviously boost again for the high powered version. The tint is slightly different on this one, and it's been discussed on many occasions in the past with Surefire, that different batches of lights sometimes end up with excuse me, a slightly different tint. The G2X Tactical, which is this one here, is just slightly cooler than the G2X Pro, which is here. Not too sure if you can tell that on the video. It's really difficult with video cameras with white balance, etc. But to the naked eye, the G2X Tactical single output 200 lumens is a slightly cooler beam than it is on the LED that's in the G2X Pro. I think there's about $10 difference between the price of the two lights. In the UK, that also equates to about £10 difference within the price range of the two lights. As you can see, I don't know if you can see there, that's the only ever so slight difference I could find. When they're stood side to side, the Pro is just ever so slightly taller, all down to the tail cap, of course. And that's it really, nothing much else to say. We're going to take them outside and we'll show you the beam shots. Okay, see you shortly. Okay, here we are going to do the test shots for the G2X range. I'm not going to use the G2X Tactical because it's just a single output. I'm going to use the G2X Pro so I can show you both outputs, because the 200 on high is the same on both lights anyway. Okay, first up for a reference shot is the Surefire U2 on full power, which is Surefire rated at 100 lumens. So we're going to put that up there now. As you can see, that nice broad beam, and you can actually spot that little donut that a lot of the U2s suffered from, a little tiny dark spot in the middle. As per the other ones, this is at about 30 feet, and if we move down the tree line over my car park at the back, right at the far end, I'm sorry for the glare from that frozen back window, but right at the bottom end there you can see, which is at about 50 yards. That's the U2 on full. Okay, we're going to now go with that is the G2X Pro on low, which is approximately 15 lumens, and as you can see it's quite a tight little beam, but not really making the journey too brilliantly at the far end of the car park. If we now blip it and go up to high, as you can see, a massive amount of light coming out, really nice tight hot spot in the middle, and quite a little bit of extra light. And if I put it up there, as you can see, it's easily reaching those trees at the bottom, putting plenty of light down range to the 50-yard mark. Even the tops up there, as you can see. So back to 15, moving along the top, and just at the far end we're losing it, boost back up to high, and as you can see, a great amount of light. One more quick reference for you, which is the Surefire E1B, the E1 backup. There's the E1B on its full power setting, sending it down the bottom end. Again, a cracking little light, putting plenty out. But if I now put next to it the G2X, you can see a lot more light. And that concludes the beam shot for the two Surefires.